Isolation Nation, welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I hope you're well. I'm Ben Gleib, and we have a fantastic show in store for you today. We just had a great Patreon hang. Maybe we'll tell you about it, but I am now excited to introduce the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up this fine quarantine. It's Steve. Is Steve not here?
No.
Should have asked that in advance. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up? I'm being cheap and tasteless today. How we doing, Ben? We excited?
Very excited. Yeah, that was a fun Patreon hang. We had a surprise cameo in it from Jay Moore. That was pretty cool.
Jay Moore popped in. Yeah, that was cool. It was fun. Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
I'm good. I was not Anna D. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all.
We had a fun thing last night happen. We took some mushrooms and we were watching a movie. We watched the Alice in Wonderland movie with Johnny Depp's in it, and that was good. And then, but during it, we decided we wanted some ice cream. So there's this GoPuff place, which you can get pretty much anything, like literally anything. And so we ordered 2 pints of ice cream, and half hour they delivered. They knocked on the door, and it was not ice cream, but just a single vibrator. So we obviously got someone else's order. So I actually feel bad for the person who ordered a vibrator by themselves at 1 a.m. and that was it, and they only got ice cream. I'm worried about them. So
maybe you weren't specific. Maybe you just ordered stuff you could lick. Did you?
Well, we decided the joke is that a dildo and ice cream both fill a hole. You know. So.
That's right. That's right.
Just different. One's physical,
and you
one's
can
emotional.
fuck both of them, right?
Well, you could if you tried hard enough, I guess.
I mean, fuck ice cream? How are you gonna fuck ice cream?
You'd have to let it melt a little bit, I bet.
I would think the opposite. I would think at some point that's sort of the harder the better.
Firmer. Pie, right?
Well, I'm saying like soft serve, you'd want it more firm, but I'm saying like regular ice cream, if it's too hard, you can't get. You'd want to like have it.
Oh, like you're talking about the
melted
half-gallon stuff.
Yeah. If you're gonna fuck ice cream, right?
We're talking about we're talking about a half a gallon. We're talking about cone. We're taling about cone. Rachel and I are talking about cone.
Yeah, I was talking about cone. Or a little pint. Those are much softer.
I guess I fuck bigger ice cream than you guys. Anyway.
And speaking of fucking bigger ice cream, if you'd like to support the show, you can super chat us on the YouTube. You can PayPal at the sdscshow.com. You can Venmo us in the upper right hand corner of the screen, whichever. I've never figured out which side that is. It's right here.
No.
Right.
Yeah, there it is.
Right as hers left.
We finally figured it out. 338 episodes.
It's also flipped back. It's also flipped backwards. It's mirrored. That's part of the problem. Is like this is,
Yep.
Mine's not mirrored.
This is my left hand. This is my left hand right now.
I don't even know what mirrored means anymore. This is my left hand, so we're doing ours are different. At least I'll tell you that much. Ours are the opposite of.
Wait, this is my right hand. I'm sorry, this is my right hand. Maybe it's not me.
You'd like to have your whatever hand you got read out loud on air, please. A $5 or more super chat or tip, we'll get that done, and we'll read your comment on air. Did we have an overnight game, Rachel?
Well, kind of. So yes, kind of. We had an overnight game in that.
Have I ever been here before?
I don't know. We did have a little bit of a tragedy, or not a little bit. We had a tragedy in the family. Jeremy Day's father passed away on him suddenly, so we didn't have an overnight game. But our prayers are with Jeremy and his family, or our thoughts. But Gus, the budget chicken, took over the overnight game. But he was the only person that played, so he won. But it was baseball pickup lines, and Gus said, "Are you the Los Angeles Dodgers? Because I'd like to take you to LA's downtown Chinatown." So. I was the only one, but it won. So that was the overnight game winner. Was Gus, who created himself just so we could win. So I don't know if that counts towards the stats or not, Greg, but let's do it.
That is close to where Dodger Stadium is, and they're probably not getting laid though on account of that disappointing ending. But who knows? They're baseball players. Maybe they are.
They're probably still fine. Yeah. Right. So we have an overnight game, a Night King.
The Night King game. It was Snooze, like Sleep, a television show, and I loved Frankie Berman's anything that's on C-SPAN. Really. And then I also liked Jack Dostal's, where was his?
Hostile.
Here it is. Sleeping on Heaven's Floor. That was a song. But he got it wrong. But, honorable mention. But my favorite goes to Tam Brown, Blues Snooze.
Blues Snooze. There you go.
Blues Snooze. So congratulations, Tam. You're the Night King winner. Collect your prize at sdscshow.com.
That's what a lot of people do when they go and see blues music.
Clues?
They fall asleep because
the snoozing part. There we go.
Blues snooze. It's when they fall asleep. I mean, it's more of a jazz, but it wouldn't work better with jazz. I mean, blues is kind of sad, right? Because could lull you.
I don't think either one of you'd fallen asleep to blues or jazz, though, man. I don't think it's kind of it's kind of hard to like fall asleep to trumpets, right?
I'd like to rescind that joke. That's an excellent point. I'd like to rescind that joke. If we can get that stricken from the record, please, I would appreciate that very much. The first time I've tried to strike a joke from the record, but that's a pretty good way to make up for a bad joke, I feel like.
Yeah, you could plead the fifth maybe on some of these jokes. Maybe that's what you do.
We'll just edit this before it airs.
Oh, there we go. Let's do that. We'll start editing 335 in. That'd be good.
Today's game.
Here we go.
Try to make a book wealthy. Not just try it, do it. Make a book wealthy. Take any book and make it more wealthy. Like instead of Jay Leno's headlines, Jay Leno's head of very expensive cheese.
Oh my God.
Or instead of Anna Karenina Dolce and Gabbana gown. You know, there's lots of examples.
A Tale of Two Cities, where I have vacation homes.
Oh,
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's both towns in that version of the book are really rich, and there is no divide in that culture. So, if you'd like to do better than us, please.
Tale of Two Big Ass Titties. Those are expensive.
Correct.
Are they ass titties or they're just big ass titties? Where's the hyphen?
Big ass titties. I'm assuming they're fake because they cost $8,000, so you made them expensive.
Gotcha.
That's my point.
Oh, okay.
But Taylor makes a good point. You could go up to somebody and be like, "Oh, those are some really big ass titties you got there," and you could just confuse people.
Is that just an ass with nipples on it?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That'd be a fun trend if people started putting plastic surgery nipples on their butt cheeks.
Yep.
I'd be an ass
wear a
man.
brass here.
Can somebody please do that?
Yes, if you would like to enter the game and stop our insanity, but do
When it's cold, they're like half an inch taller in their chair. Like, oh, sorry, guys.
That's very
Can't
funny.
stop thinking about ass nipples, you guys.
Yup.
Ass with titties. Ass with titties. Ass with titties. Ass with titties.
Oh my God. So if you'd like to do a game entry for a $5, or you can just do one and then we'll read some of them, but for a $5 or more super chat, PayPal, or Venmo, you will get it read on air by the Queen. And if you're in the video front row, as always, you get 2 entries for free.
That's cool.
Yes. So there's that. And we are going to do the VFR in just a moment, but I do have an announcement that I have to make. And it's not an easy announcement to make, but I have to make it nonetheless. I really have been trying and wanting to do whatever I can to not be able to make this announcement, but I unfortunately can't do it. I have to make the announcement. So I unfortunately also have to join Steve in only from starting in November doing the monthly Mega Spectacular show. It's going to be an awesome monthly show. I just have some opportunities that have been coming at me and some projects that I do have to focus on. And, you know, I want you guys to come along with me for that journey. It's going to be a lot of cool things I'll be announcing soon. One I'll be able to announce tomorrow, a short-term project, and then one I'll be announcing soon. But I just can't, as the world has opened up and all the different avenues of things that I, you know, spend my time doing is open back up. I can't do the regular schedule either, as you guys have been able to see lately as well. And so I hope you guys understand. Please don't take it personally. I love you guys all so much. This has been the most magical time ever. And so I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, I'm not leaving by any means, and I'll also still be doing Gleib Off the Top, which is an awesome community that is an offshoot from this community, and it's a lot of the same wonderful people and a few other amazing people, but I'll still be here on the monthly show, and it's going to be awesome, and I'll still try to pop in here and there when I can on the regular episodes, but this is a hard thing to say. You know, I feel really, really weird and emotional right now, but we got to do what we got to do, and that's that. You know, everything in life evolves, and so I hope you guys are there to evolve along with me and be there for all the fun things that we got coming and that I have coming at you. But the Isolation Nation's going nowhere, the show's going nowhere, and we will I'll be there to have plenty fun.
Good.
What, is that a nowhere pun? Is that why you're
It's a
saying?
nowhere pun. Yes, there you go.
Got it.
I love how you're plugging nowhere in your own. Yeah, this is fun.
Listen, we are going nowhere. Comedyclub.com. You guys.
And me and Rachel will still be here on Wednesdays with Jody, and then we've got a guest host rotation we're gonna do for fucking Fan Fridays. We're gonna have some of our favorite regulars are gonna come in and hang out with us on Fridays. So it's gonna be a good time, and then it's once a month show. I'm very excited about. It's gonna be super fun. I think we're gonna build. I think we're gonna build the fandom in the community, and the good news about all you guys is that as new people come in for the monthly show, then they're gonna want to know how to get, be more part of the community. That's where you guys are gonna welcome all in. It's going to be awesome. So I'm very excited about this new system. I think it's going to be
super cool. Yeah, this Friday we'll probably be our last, all four of us there for a fucking
I'm not there Friday.
You're not here Friday?
No, Taylor's covered for me. I've got a wedding.
Okay. So maybe, I don't know if
Last week was our
last
last
week. What was Steve here? What was the last time Steve was here? My point. So my point is like with the big monthlies when we all come back together, it's gonna be like a big reunion fun party.
And that first time is gonna be November 28th is the first monthly show. So mark that down. It's a Sunday.
Sunday after Thanksgiving.
It's a weekend after Thanksgiving.
The weekend of. Well, yeah, you're right, because it's not on a weekend. Correct. So it's that Sunday, the 28th. It'll be super damn fun, super duper, so cool, mega monthly spectacular, and all that good stuff. And there's also like some really fun changes to the Patreon that we announced. Like formerly, the level that was you had to choose once a month if you sent me a prop, and I would send you a prop and make Bowers eat something, and Steve would roast you. Now you get all three of those for the same level, for the same price level, and also now Bowers will eat anything except bugs.
And the bugs are human flesh.
And human
flesh. Bugs are human flesh. I don't eat bugs or human flesh. Those are my rules now.
Correct.
It used to be vegetables, bugs, and human flesh. I've taken vegetables off the no-eat list, and now it's just
And just an update to the monthly show. So check out the Patreon, especially before the beginning of next month, right? So that way you can tier hop if you want to. But the monthly spectacular show, the VFR is going to only be access to Patreon only. So if you're at the front row level and above, you automatically get a free ticket to the monthly show. Anything below front row, you can just send a Venmo. But that way we want to make it special that it's just the crew that we've created. So absolutely, you can join the Patreon and become, a VFR member on those monthly days. But just wanted to let everybody know that.
Very cool. All right, well, let's get this audience in here and start this show. Let's have a good time. Let's go.
On that note, video front row, turn on your cameras. Please join the party. It is going to be quite a fun one today. We have two incredible comics that we'll mention to you at some point, and you'll hear their names, and you'll be like, whoa, they're here today, and then you'll see them. It's going to be really cool. And
it's Long John and Jen Kober if you don't want to if you don't want to surprise them. It's Jen Kober and Long John will be here in a little bit. But let's go.
I would get so afraid when we say it, they're going to turn their cameras on. Don't turn your cameras on. We'll get to you shortly. All right, first, we got to say hello to our VFR.
So usually I have a different list, but then this popped out. So Greg, you're first for a reason.
Some ass titties right there.
A little bit of cleave ass going on there.
Lies. Shameful lie.
Very nice.
Why is the guy in the turtleneck so angry with his arms crossed? I don't know what's happening. Why is he
all be angry? Look what's going on there.
We are joined by Greg Buns Titson.
Nice.
Greg Buns Jugson, I should have said. That would have been much better.
Go.
Greg Buns Jugson. And we are joined here in the Viffer by Patrick Yoakley. The Yokester himself is here. Good to see you, Patrick. Cool autism shirt. Love that. We are joined in the VFR by the very candelabra background, Sean Ehrlich. It's really a chandelier, more so it's a chandelier. And you can't ever lose when you're in the front row with Megan Luce, everybody. Great to have you here, Megan.
Nice to meet you, Megan.
Yeah, she's in Cincy.
Oh, nice. I thought you meant right now. I was very confused.
No.
In person.
Saturday.
Copy that. And the man who wants us to eat him, it's Brad Clark, everybody.
I got meat, Greg. Would you want to eat me?
What is that you're eating? Pie?
It's a quiche. Real men don't eat quiche, Brad. That's crazy.
It's fruit. They told me to eat more fruit.
That's a fruit pie? What kind of fruit pie is that?
It's from McDonald's. That doesn't count as fruit, my friend. Sorry. It's not what they meant. They didn't mean to eat more pie from McDonald's. That's not what they meant.
Why don't you not lecture people about fruit choices, Bowers?
Ooh.
Bauer's telling people what fruit they should and shouldn't eat. Seems
No. I'm
incredibly-
saying when your doctor said eat more fruit, he didn't mean pie. I don't eat it regardless. I don't listen to the doctor at all. But my point is that he's not listening either.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're joined by Randy Longmire, everybody, coming to us from a bullet train straight to hell. I don't even know what that means. Is that a 007 mask you got there and wine? What is happening? This is very classy.
Hey, it's a classy Amtrak. He's fucking on, or that's a Greyhound bus. And he's smoking his own wine on. Who knows? But it's one of those two.
All right. Well, I love that. Shit. Feel like I need to get drunk now. We are joined in the Viffer by the very Alaskan, straight from the great state of Alaska, straight from the smoke, right out of his mouth. It's JP Sleepy Bear, everybody.
There it is.
Good to see you, Sleepy.
Yeah.
I had COVID.
You had or have?
Had it. That's
How'd
why
it go?
I've been on in like 2 weeks.
And you're better now?
Yeah.
Well done. Was it bad for you?
It was terrible. It was like a really, really bad cold plus body aches that just straight up hurt like crazy. Cold flashes of like freezing cold. And then all of a sudden I'd be sweating to death. You know, it was bad.
Well, luckily, it has not clearly affected your lungs. Your lungs are good, thank God.
I smoked the whole time.
You smoked the whole
That's
time. That is very risky. That is a very risky move. Ballsy.
He was freezing cold because he was outside. They quarantined him outside in Alaska.
We are joined by Anna Hooters, everybody. I feel the need to mention once again, this is her Zoom name that I am reading.
No, this is
I
not
really-
Ben's fault.
Thank you. I really should have realized that, by the way, 330 episodes earlier. I've probably said so many things that were in your guys' names that out of context do not make me look good. So this is the next Zoom name I'm reading here is Rebecca Fucks a lot. Why would you say that in your name? Kidding, it doesn't. That one I did make up. Although I did hear a story yesterday that I'm not gonna tell your secrets out of school, but we had a Patreon hang yesterday that I'm not gonna share your secrets, but my God, it was a good story. It was a good story. It's Rebecca Fisher from Bimmy Bop, England. Great to have you. And we're joined here by the good doctor of BBA. It's Abby Wright eating a hot bowl of Bimmy Bop.
Cheerios.
Oh,
It's
Cheerios. Regular or honey nut?
Honey nut.
Oh, yeah.
For the win.
These nuts.
Oh, shit.
Coming to us straight from Australia with a Zoom name that says Steph coming to America in March 2022. Andrews, love that.
Nice.
Steph Andrews, I guarantee you drinking some Australian drink that nobody will understand.
Lemon lime and bitters, which you have in America. So I'm not drinking
No, we
some
don't. We
weird
do not have
other
bottled lemon, lime, and bitters in America. No, we don't.
We do not.
No?
What is the name of it? Can you get, what is the exact name on this bottle? Schweppes lemon, lime, and bitters? No, we don't got that. We don't
At the
got
top
that.
it sa's Australia's only. Australians only. That's what
No, it doesn't. It's pronounced Schweppes.
Well, that's,
Schweppes.
The Detroit thing, right?
that's one.
No, that's
romantic-
Verner's. Thank you very much. And Ben's right. It's when you look that up, it's .au. I can't find it in the U.S.
Thank you very much, Taylor. I appreciate that
One
so
of the
much.
few times Ben is right.
And it's called, and it's pronounced Sweeps Week. It's Sweeps Week, you're thinking.
No, that actually is Schweppes Week. That is Schweppes Week.
SNL skit.
We are joined here in the VFR by the woman who comes up to us from down low and brings the sweet chariots. It's Wendy Wardlow. Hello. Good to see you, Wendy. And we are joined here in the Viffer by the man whose glare pops back and forth like a teenager's. I'm not going to finish that joke. Berman. Good to see you, buddy. Really nice to see you. I don't know what you're allowed to say anymore. I'd rather just err on the side of not saying shit. And Dave Adler's here, my God. It's National Lampoon. Dave Adler. The only man that if an earthquake, God forbid, were to hit, he'd be buried in Funko Pops.
It actually helped him. It's actually how he just digs his way in there. And when it falls on top, it's all soft and cushiony. It's great.
That's right. Dave's only concern would be like, "Oh, the pristine value of the now slightly unboxed Funko Pop. Someone help!" Coming to us in a very spirited situation here. We got orange cats, we got pumpkins, we got little M&M Orthodox things coming out of the sides of the pumpkin, and drinking out of a pumpkin mug, a bowl of what is that, bibimbap?
It's pumpkin chowder. I bet that's pumpkin chowder.
Pumpkin chowder. What is it? It's JoJo. Josepha Snyder. What are you drinking there?
It's pumpkin applesauce. I added pumpkin to applesauce.
Actual pumpkin or pumpkin spice?
Actual
pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin chunks?
Applesauce.
No, I know that part, but the
How long are you going to go through this?
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just astounded how we can't get the answer to this. Pumpkin spice or pumpkin chunks?
Pumpkin applesauce. I put
Okay,
pumpkin
we're
sauce
not.
on it.
I know that part. I know that part. We'll get to the bottom of this by episode's end. I promise you, people know what form of pumpkin it is. And a man who's no form
it's
of pumpkin.
applesauce, Ben. It's applesauce. I've got to the bottom of it. Applesauce is the word you're not hearing.
I am sitting crisscross applesauce. That's not the question. A man whose arms are not akimbo. It's Curtis Mason, everybody. There it is. Look at that move. What's that?
Or D-Kimbo?
Or Kimbo Slice of apple pie.
There you go.
And we're joined by someone who doesn't know who Chelsea Handler is. It's Anna D. Good to see you, Anna. Real pleasure to have you. Have you Googled Chelsea Handler since we saw you last?
Nope.
No.
Smart move. Smart move.
The name went so fast. Was it Chelsea Handler?
Chelsea Handler.
Yeah, Handler.
Chelsea Handler, yes indeed.
It's like the 8th most famous person in the country. Don't worry about it.
Maybe your country.
What country are you in, Anna?
Where are you at?
I'm in Canada.
Oh, that makes sense.
Identifying the Canadian.
That makes sense.
I never give Canada shout outs. Canada. Right
Sorry,
there.
we had to put this in Canadian terms. Chelsea Handler's like you'd know her as John Candy. That's how you would. That's
I love John Candy.
Yes, you would.
Canadian funny people. You know, it's all interchangeable.
Sure, absolutely. And speaking of a funny man that you might know as somewhere on the spectrum between John Candy and Chelsea Handler, it's Frank Notaro, everybody. Great to see you, buddy. And we are now great to see you, boobs.
That's a butt.
That's a butt. That's right. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are being joined by someone who's eating the crust of a slice of pizza. It looks like it's downtown Lindsey Brown, everybody.
And I just realized this is a takeover. So it is episode 337. 337 means eat in leet speak per Greg Murphy. So
what's elite?
Like where that you spell something in
cool
numbers.
Is that what kids are calling athletes now? I'm elite. I'm on the
it's like
team.
when you
I'm
spell
elite.
words but with numbers. So like
boob,
3,
like
3,
boobs on a
7,
calculator.
E. What?
Yep.
Right. I forgot. Yeah, I got a message from Greg about that, and it looked like it was in computer code, and I was unable to read it.
Well, that's what that says.
I just didn't understand the word leet on any level. I didn't know what that was. Anyway, so they're eating for Leets. I get it. All right.
Yep.
They're eating.
I wish Leety was on the show. Leety was on the show, then she could draw us eating, but she's not.
Yes, I just don't get it. Is so it's using numbers to spell words, but it's specifically the word eating, and it's for food.
No, 337. Our episode number means eat.
Oh,
How is 3 an E and an A?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Right. That's very strange. Why didn't
Shouldn't
Greg
we have
just-
waited till 347?
Right. Exactly. Why didn't Greg just eat?
All right, let's keep
What's
going.
that?
Well, theoretically,
I just
it'd
don't
have
know
to
why
be-
Greg just didn't email me and say eat on the show today, Ben. That was something I can understand. That's something I can comprehend. I didn't know I was allowed to eat today. I'm gonna have to find some. I don't want to eat this bullshit hip peas, whatever the hell that is. Chickpea puffs, hard pass.
Do it.
And speaking of hard pass, clearly Val passed on hanging out with you today, Steve. It's power came back, Steve. Great to have you. Maybe your power coming back, reset your audio from being out of sync. Let's see. Say one word.
Yeah, see, he's kidding. I have a feeling that when Val's not here, she's running on the treadmill, keeping the house with electricity, and when Steve's not here, he's doing the same thing. It's like turning the crank and Kimmy Schmidt.
We are in Canada.
I heard that. The very Canadian power gridded Steve. And joining us here is one of our favorites. She, by the way, in my Patreon hang yesterday, was dressed as someone named Cass Saviles. That was pretty cool. But it is one of our absolute favorites here. It's Conch Elvis. Conch, thanks for being here. Good to have you, Conch.
Conch Elvis. I love it.
You ever find a conch on the beach and it sings to you, you know you're in the presence of greatness. Coming to us from an acute angle. It's Conch Elvis. And is that, my friend, is the video front Rizzle.
Awesome. We've got two amazing comics as always. Long John, the comedian, is back. Long John, how you doing, buddy?
Long John.
Yes, guys, I should be watching porn right now. Make it quick. Guys, please.
It's that time of night. You just got home from the bars in Africa. It's time to watch porn and go to sleep. Is that your deal?
Yes, it's 12 midnight. This is the time.
You got to be rock hard. Jen Cobra's also here. Jen, how you doing?
Hello.
Cobes.
How you doing, Jen?
I just woke up for this.
Yeah? You were just traveling, right? Where were you?
I was in the Dominican Republic.
Nice. How was that?
Are you recruiting baseball players? What are you doing?
Listen,
are you a drug mule now?
Do
you smuggle shit home in your...
I kept killing things. There were spiders everywhere. There were these little tree frogs that kept attacking my face, and I kept like flinging them. One of them hit a window and just slid down to its death. It was so sad. Then I thought I was seeing a tarantula, but it was indeed a crab.
Okay, so clearly this is one of those episodes where Cobra's on mushrooms. Loves it.
No, Jen, did you just tell us you went to Dominican Republic and got crabs? Is that what that story you just told us?
Get crabs. I saw crabs.
Gotcha. Did you leave
No,
the room once you saw she had crabs? Did you leave? Once you saw she had crabs, did you leave? Or?
Yeah,
Thank you for the open closet, by the way, Cobra. I appreciate that.
Very welcome. Everything is so well.
It is an organized closet. That doesn't bother me as much as a closet that is. How do I talk?
Why don't you have any coleslaw? Well, I feel like I haven't done a show where you're not eating coleslaw.
Yeah, and it took us 2.5 years to get him not to fucking eat on the show. We finally got him off of this 6 days ago. Do not fucking bring that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try these hip peas bullshit.
God,
Let's see how this looks.
God.
Yeah, Ben is always eating all the time.
I love it. Even Long John knows that.
I wonder why you're not overweight. Like why aren't you gaining weight?
It's crazy, man. The way he eats, he should weigh 700 pounds. I eat 2 burgers a day. I still weigh more than him. It's nuts. Rachel, anything coming in?
Yes, we do. We've got some generals. We have, let's see. Tam said, I totally understand the change, Ben. I've honestly been impressed by all of y'all keeping the schedule as long as you did. It really is Rachel and Bauer's show now. It always has been.
Always has been.
And then Dana said, glad you made it through COVID, Sleepy Bear.
Nice.
And then Adler, Jen, sent you a preset tip for $10 and said, sorry I missed your show in Binghamton.
Binghamton.
Yeah,
You did it perfect. That's how you pronounce it.
I was just up in the upstate New York on Saturday night. I took a red eye from here, did a show there Saturday night, and got on a plane at 5 a.m. and came all the way back. It was stupid.
Oh no.
It's like, oh, I have to be to work tonight in New Jersey. Let me just run out and do that. It was insane. But thank you very much, Adler. I appreciate it. I wish you had been there. It was a great show. And you would have been the only other person in the room besides me that was not collecting their retirement fund. I was like in a remake of Cocoon. It was very scary.
Adler was closer than you because Adler's at least always collecting something. He's collecting something.
That's true. That's true.
Adler said too, he said it was his wife's birthday, and so she made other plans,
Guys,
but hope you were able to have
boobs?
a Speedy. Do you know what a Speedy? SPIEDIE? Adler, what does that mean?
Oh, I think it's when you put your finger up your butt while.
Nope.
Well, it's food. It's marinated meat with that you grill, and then hopefully you have Italian bread to put the meat in after you grill it.
That would have been lovely.
The Speedy sauce is what makes it a Speedy, and I might have given it to a few of the hosts over in Indianapolis.
I got some Speedy sauce.
That sounds good.
It's good stuff.
It's good. It's good marinade.
I would have enjoyed some meat on that trip.
Hey-o.
Would you like some meat on the trip you're currently on, Jen?
Listen, wait till you hear my set. All I'm talking about is dick today. It is a dick filled 5 minutes.
Well, you know what? Let's get right to it.
Hey, cut that in half,
ready
and
for
you
this.
just cut that in half time wise. You just described my sex life. Anyway,
Hoping it's your friend that's a fan of mine because I'm interested. You let me know.
all about dick for 5 minutes. Are we ready for a comic? All right, coming up. He's one of our favorites. It's Long John the comedian, everybody.
Hey, it's good to be here, guys. Yeah. Okay. Speaking about dicks, let's just speak about that today. Okay. You see, there's a stereotype about black people, especially about Africans, that Africans have bigger dicks. Like, come on, guys. That stereotype is absolutely true. Like, I mean, I'm confirming it right now. It's true. Like, guys, it's a struggle. I'm struggling right now because I can't even send a dick pic to my girlfriend. Every time when I do that, I have to record a video instead. And I have to record like this. I have to do it like this. And even if I try to send the photo, the video, it will be like a file too large. So I'm still struggling. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And also even I can't even wear condoms. Like, they're so small. Like, Ben, can I ask you a question? Did you know that there's actually a serial number on a condom? Did you know that?
No, but I usually steal mine, so that's
yeah. Yeah, of course you don't, because you haven't rolled it back that far. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, enough about dicks. Okay, enough. So I come from a village, and in our village there's so many witches. Like, the witchcraft is getting out of hand. Like, in our culture, as soon as you look like you're doing better than others, they bewitch you. Quickly, they bewitch you. So every time when I go to my village, I try to look as broke as possible. Okay, like, my life is not going well because they'll bewitch you. And it doesn't help that now I'm a vegetarian. And being a vegetarian is actually luxurious in Africa. You see, so I'm a type of vegetarian that walks into a restaurant and I order a vegetarian burger with extra bacon, just in case they are watching. Okay. I'm a vegetarian that eats meat because my life depends on it. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. and my name is actually not John, by the way. People call me John because, Long John, but it's actually not John. My name is actually Learn More. That's my name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 4 reasons why Africans do this. See, the first reason is Africans will believe if you give a kid a name, that kid is going to grow up and become the exact thing that you named them. Like, I saw this happening with my own eyes because I grew up with a friend of mine. He didn't achieve anything in his life. Still telling his parents he's not married, doesn't have a job. Why? Because his name was Take It Easy. Like, he's been taking it easy all his life, guys. And guys, in school, I used to have a friend named Kiss Not. For real, this is a Kiss Not. Kiss Not right now is 31 years old. And he has never kissed anyone in his life. You see what I'm trying to say? It happens. And believe it or not, I used to know a kid in school named Billionaire. Yeah. And Billionaire actually grew up and became a billionaire, guys. I know right now you're asking yourself, why haven't I heard of Billionaire? You see, the problem is the billion was in the Zimbabwean dollar. So the equivalent was $1, so it didn't make a difference. You're still broke in a way. Now, the second reason is Zimbabwe, especially Africans, we're now afraid to give our kids names because they'll become what we name them. We leave it to God. Let God decide what this kid is going to be in life. That's when you have names like God knows. Even God is like, I don't know, guys. Leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, the third reason is Zimbabwe is a British colony. Back then, it was a great idea to give your kid an English name so that they can fit in with the other white kids. But the problem is black people don't speak English. What they can only do is take words that British people used to call black people and then go home and name their kids names like fuck off. Like, guys, I used to have a friend named Fuck Off, guys. We never played together because every time when I called him, he actually fucked off. Now, the fourth reason is where I come in. Sometimes it's not even about the kid. Sometimes it's a message from the elders to your parents. For example, my grandmother named me Learn More because my mother was 13 years old when she got pregnant with me. So my grandmother wanted to teach my mother a lesson to learn more about life. So she named me Learn More. Yeah. And then my mother got pregnant again with my sister. Me and my sister were 3 years apart. You can guess what her name is? Learned nothing. No, you should meet my other sister. We give up. So I used to love it when I was in school. When the teacher walks in class and start marking, the roll call. I used to love it. It used to be funny. She used to walk in there, she'd be like, okay, children, when I call your name, say present, okay? Starting with Lenmo. All right. Obviously. Are you here? Present, okay. Fatherless. Fatherless, are you here? Absent, just like his father, okay. Millionaire, are you here? Millionaire, you need to pay your school fees, okay? Stop coming to school without paying your school fees. All right, never mind. Never mind, I'm talking to you, okay? Pay attention. Blowjob, are you here? Blowjob. She didn't come. All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, John, everybody, tip jar is over top left corner. You can Venmo, you can super chat, you can PayPal. It's stscshow.com. Great job, man. I've always said I think we should give one nurse in every hospital veto power over naming of babies. Just like there's gonna be one, we did lactum or whatever. There's gonna be one person that goes, yeah, no, you can't name your kid that. Sorry, that's not good. That's not going to be good for them.
Africans are crazy, man. We just name our kids whatever. It's so crazy. You have no idea.
And name what you're going to become will be scary too. Like, is Incel Bowers here? Where's Incel? Oh, fuck. What do you mean they bewitch you? So if you're famous, if you're more doing well, they think you're a witch. Is that what you're saying?
No. If you're doing well in life, they'll bewitch you because they'll be jealous. You know what I mean? So let's say
put a spell on you.
They put a spell on you. Like
they don't call you a witch. They say I am a witch, and now you are.
No. Let's say in life you're doing great. You bought a car, you bought a house. They
curse you.
See that witches will see that, and they curse you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't like to see you doing well.
Yeah.
Right. But does that actually do anything? Because it's not real, right? You can't really be cursed, right? Or do you actually think riches are witch?
I believe in that.
I'll show you. Don't worry.
I have a witch for an ex-girlfriend, and I'm not saying that to be insulting. She literally identifies as a witch and is a practicing Wiccan, and that shit worked. There were some times she did some spells, and that shit was effective.
What did she do? I'm curious.
Well, like I had this horrible contractor when I bought my house. He was extorting me, and he was horrible, and he was coming, and then he was coming every few days and harassing me at my house. And so I asked her to put a spell at the perimeter of the house and the front door, and she literally put salt in a semicircle and did a spell, and he never appeared again. Never.
Wow. Yeah,
she also murdered him in his sleep. That's how committed she was to Ben. But then she pretended there was salt around the house, and that's why he never came around again. And his fucking work truck was parked in your driveway for 3 weeks.
Whatever gets it done.
I love that, Lonja, you had to get high-speed internet before you could send a dick pic because dial-up wasn't fast enough for it. That's fun.
Yeah, it is really.
Yeah,
that was the most confident response. Yeah.
No, for real. In Africa, we don't have penis enlargement. We have penis reduction cream. So that's what I'm trying.
Oh wow!
Wait,
you tell girls you're like, I can send you a picture. I can send you a picture of it flaccid, but I do not have the internet for a full erect penis.
So did you choose your comedian name because John is Johnson means dick, right? So Long John, so long dick. Is that why?
Did you name yourself what you wanted to be? Are you your own parents right now?
The Fish Shack.
Your name's Len Moore. You're like, no, call me Long John. That's what you say. You're trying to do the thing yourself. I get it.
Yeah, they should know. In the name, you should be in there.
All right, so here's my question. So you have dick reduction surgery after you. Do you send the extra dick over here like we do the unused Super Bowl T-shirts back to you guys? Is it like a trade program?
It's also a similar thing, Rachel, that in German, Gleiberman means long dick. That's why I shortened my last name.
Oh, wow.
You circumcised your name? I love it. All right, any tips coming in, Rachel?
Tips. Just the tips. Tam Brown said, learn more, Long John. So wonderful to see you on again. I loved learning the hilarious information about naming conventions.
That's amazing.
Frankie Berman tipped you and said, great set. Abby Wright sent you $10 for Long John. Cass
No,
tipped you.
that's 2
said,
billion. That's 2 billion in Zimbabwe right now. You have no idea. I'm rich.
It is. Cass tipped you and said, because those names were fucking amazing. Great set.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had Brad Clark send you $10 and said, because maybe your billionaire friend caused all that Zimbabwean inflation.
Yeah, you never know.
Chili Lee Dog sent each comic $10. Thank you. Anna D sent you $10 and said, Long John, get a selfie stick so you can get a full shot dick pic.
Oh, wow. Good idea. Good idea.
Called a
I'll
selfie dick.
try that.
You gotta watch the angle, make sure.
Wow, you look like you're experienced. How?
No,
How are you
no.
experienced?
Rachel, you take a picture of your dick from below because you want it to look fat.
True.
You take a picture from the top so you look skinnier.
God.
You take a picture from the bottom so you look fatter. I think you want your dick to have a double chin, right? That's good.
Also, Long John does not have a tripod in the extreme corner of his room for no reason. In fact, call him the extreme tripod back in his village.
Wow.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
we
man.
we also had Dana tip you and said, when you come to the US, you need to visit Salem, Massachusetts. It's literally called Witch City. I used to live there. Great set.
Yeah, but why am I coming to the witches? I don't want to come to the witches.
The US witches are different. Kind of.
Okay.
Witches aren't real, man. That's what you
They
gotta
are.
They are real.
Go
They
to
are
Salem
real.
and say
I've
that
seen,
shit.
I've seen
They are
it.
real. They are real, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Long John,
Yeah,
what's
I've
going on with the
seen
visa and stuff?
Oh yeah. I'm going for my interview in 2 weeks. So hoping they
You have to
give
get
me-
you have to get interviewed to get a Visa card. They just sent me mine in the
Yeah.
mail. That's white
The
privilege.
interview-
That's bullshit, man. You shouldn't have to interview for that stuff. That's fucking sucks.
They interview you, man, and they ask you questions.
He's
like,
trying
"Are
to
you a
become an
terrorist?"
American Express.
Ah, boom! There it is.
I love that they ask you questions like, "Are you a terrorist?" I mean,
Yeah, are you a
what a
terrorist?
rigorous inspection policy that is. Are you a terrorist? Ah, shit, you got me.
It's me.
Didn't
Don't
see
say
that
you're a
question
terrorist.
coming.
Don't say you're a
Yeah.
terrorist. Don't say I'm a terrorist. Fuck.
I'll reapply in 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, but it's going well. I'm still raising money for the flight. That's the thing. But everything is going well.
Oh,
Good.
maybe you should change your name to First Class instead of Long John.
That's fine.
Delta Sky Miles.
It'll
Delta
come true.
Sky Miles, the comedian.
come
That would
true.
look good on a poster.
It would.
Let's see. Sabrina sent you $20 and said, so happy to see you whenever you're here. Great set.
Thank you.
Anna Hood sent you $15, asked how the visa is coming along.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna get that visa. Witches. If they don't, I will bewitch them.
Yeah. Which I'm into giving it to you. And I think we're caught up. We're ready for Jen set.
I just want to quickly, just before you introduce Jen, I just wanted to address something I saw in the comments here. Abby said she can't believe that I don't have candy stashed away in this office. And of course I do, Abby, but I don't want to be high right now.
Yeah, because
That's
at this
so
point,
dangerous. That's so dangerous.
well, his bag, he has a bag of candy, or he has a bag of edibles that has camouflage candy around it, so he doesn't get in trouble.
Correct. That's
But I
correct.
guarantee you, he no longer knows which parts of the edibles and which parts of the camouflage candy.
Also
he just
correct.
doesn't know. So that's what's
Also
going on.
correct. Also correct. And I would like to point out one other thing I saw in the chat about my announcement of the new schedule. Taylor said, I have to mute Bowers now? This is some bullshit. And I love it. Please do not stop the tradition, Taylor. Please keep... I will finally watch the show just to see that.
Oh, there was a couple more things that came in. So we had James St. Hilaire said, as an Asian, I appreciate the stereotypes. Set the bar low and average all of a sudden is impressive.
Yep. Under promise, over deliver, baby.
And then Tam said, Bowers, haha, double chin, totally calling testicles that now.
Your balls are your double chin for your dick. I love it. All right.
And then
coming up.
I mean,
you,
if you really
Taylor,
get the right angle, you could get a quadruple chin because each ball can have its own double. Testicles.
And then I'm throwing Long John's GoFundMe link in the chat if you want to support him coming to the US. So there we go.
Very cool. All right, coming up straight from Binghamton, and it's Jen Culver, everybody.
Coberific.
Okay, I want to say first of all that I do not support the weed in the candy. Okay, let me say this. The edibles are a problem because here's the problem. I can eat a whole fucking bag of gummy bears. And if you're telling me I'm only supposed to have 1 or 2, so they only have like 10 to 15 milligrams, like fuck you, I'm gonna eat they give you the munchies and all I have to eat is the fucking weed candy. I think they need to put the weed on vegetables, right? Because if there were weed beets, we could end this problem right now. Because if there was weed and beets, you would just be like, okay, I'm gonna see what that does to me. I'm gonna see what that does to me before I take any more. Weed beats also sounds like a really cool new headphones for stoners, right? Man, I'm listening to my weed beats. Yeah. I think it's an idea whose time has come. Okay. So I promised you a dick set, and here it is. And look, I think you understand that with this haircut, I don't do a lot talking about dicks, okay? It's not my favorite subject. But I was just in the Dominican Republic. It was me and 3,000 gay men, okay? And I saw something I'd never seen before. I saw an uncut penis. I didn't know they came in different levels of cutting. I didn't know some of them had a turtleneck and some didn't. I don't know these things. I'm a good Jewish girl, okay? I thought everyone was cut, right? I was raised as a good Jewish girl. My mother just wanted me to marry a good Jewish boy, and instead I turned into one. Now, we're all very confused. And it was while I was in the Dominican Republic, you know, I get my news from the Facebook. That's my source of news, okay? So a news story came on the Facebook, and I literally screenshotted it and read it at my show that night because I couldn't believe it. I'm going to read it to you guys now. This is a real story. It says, FBI seizes over 3,000 penises during the raid at a morgue employee's home. I'm going to read it again just in case. FBI seizes. I clicked on the story because I'm not made of plastic. I click on the story, and the most interesting part of the story is that they want to be very clear to tell you that he stored the penises in jars. Like when you read that headline, you were wondering, how's he keeping them fresh? Is he putting them in saran wrap or Ziploc bags? Like it gives a whole new meaning to suck a bag of dicks. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's more to the story. That's just the tip. You guys know it's these are the jokes. These are the But I kept thinking to myself, like, if I was gonna collect a part of the male anatomy, it wouldn't be I'd collect the balls. You can fit a lot of balls in a jar. Right? That can be the game at your birthday party. Guess how many balls are in my jar? That's fun. That's a good time. I don't know why anybody is wasting time collecting dicks. While I was on the gay trip, I saw a grown man dressed as a puppy with another grown man pulling him on a leash. This was very weird to me. I found out it's apparently a little niche within the leather community. There are what they call puppies and daddies. So this grown man had on a leather mask with no eye holes and it was shaped like a dog's face he had ears and everything. He had the collar on, you know, because that's the law. He had on a chest harness, little puppy paws. He was wearing a puppy tail. I don't want to know how that was attached, but I will say ass Kegels are real. And this guy was running around, and this is why it made me laugh. Because you will never see a lesbian dressed like a dog. It won't happen. If you do see a lesbian dressed as a dog, that bitch is raising money for an animal shelter. Nothing to do with sex. She just wants you to spay or neuter your cat. It's not sexual in any way. I learned so much from the gays on the trip, and I hope that you all will send in the tip money. I am trying to raise money for blindfold and earplugs for the next gay trip I'm going on. I'm going to be on a Halloween cruise with these homos starting on Halloween night. Halloween night. Do you know what gay people? That Halloween is like Christmas for gay people. So I'm saving up for the blinders and the earplugs so that I don't have to know any more than I already know. Seeing an uncut penis, I saw enough to know I've seen too much. It was too much for me. I found out I'm not that gay. I thought I was pretty gay. Turns out I'm not even close. I am not even on the gay ship. Do you know what I'm saying? So send tip money for the blinders and the earplugs. Mama needs it.
Jen Cober, everybody. Yes, tip jar is open. Top of it. You can PayPal, you super chat on the YouTube. Great stuff, Jen. Yeah, I was thinking maybe he piled those dicks up like firewood, not putting them in each. Were they in individual jars, or were there a bunch of dicks in a jar? You think?
I think
like
it was
a jar of pickles.
Yeah, it was like a jar of
many
pickles.
dicks in a jar, but you know they were pickle jars, right?
You would
They were
assume so.
pickle
Yeah,
jars.
you would assume so.
He seems like a pickle guy.
But Jen, I don't want to rain on your parade. But when I heard that there was thousands of dicks at a guy's home, one of my most instant questions was, "How's he storing them?" I was very curious.
I was very. They really were. Like they wanted everyone to know that like these were glass jars of dicks. That was like the most prevalent message.
I wanted to know also. You don't think you'd want to know? What is they staying out going bad? Come on.
Well, but I mean, like I assumed they were just like in boxes or in Ziplocs.
You really don't know a lot about dicks.
But you don't know about the storage.
If every movie I've ever seen, anybody who cuts body parts off always keeps them in jars with some like, liquid.
Really?
Of some kind. Yeah.
See,
like
I would think some press and seal wrap would be much more cost effective.
Well, penises aren't like flowers.
Yeah, but then you can't
press
use
them into
them.
an album. Yeah.
Right.
I don't. If I had dicks in my house, I would press them into an album. I would make them flat. I would stomp them out. Maybe roll them like pasta.
Can I tell you a street joke from when I was a kid? That I don't really tell a lot of street jokes, but this is one of my favorite street jokes from when I was a kid. Guy goes to a leather worker with 3 5-gallon buckets of penises, and he goes, "I want you to make something out of this." And he goes, "Where'd you get the penises?" "You don't worry about it. Just make me something." He comes back a week later, and the guy gives him a wallet. He goes, "I gave you 3 5-gallon buckets of penises. All you gave me a wallet." He goes, "Yeah, but if you rub it, it turns into a suitcase."
I love that.
It reminds me of another street joke from when I was a kid that reminds me of what Long John was saying. If you want to bring Long John back up, there's a guy that goes to a nudist colony in Jamaica, this white dude, and he has a tattoo on his penis.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
He has a tattoo on his penis that is for his ex-girlfriend named Wendy, but when it's not erect, it just says WY, and he sees this Jamaican guy at the bar, and his penis also says WI, and he goes, "Oh, you also have an ex called Wendy?" He goes, "No, mine says welcome to Jamaica, have a nice day."
Oh, wow. Wow.
That was a good street joke when you were a kid.
It was a great one.
That was a really
It made me laugh so hard when I was a boy.
Yeah, that's a good one. I remember that. I was such a that's great.
Yeah.
One, great one. Rachel, got tips coming in?
Yes, we do.
Oh, by the way, Jen, it's Weed Beats by Dre, but yes, for sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Jen. Frankie Berman tipped you and said, "Don't worry, this tip is not covered."
Oh, there you go. I like it. You're not allowed to be funnier than me. Shut up.
Tam sent you $8 and said, "Added a little extra for earplugs and blinders."
Thank you. Thank you. Earplugs are expensive nowadays. They're like $6 a pair.
Abby Wright sent you $10 and said, "I like Beats."
Fair enough.
Gross, Abby. Terrible. Beets are terrible.
They are. They're the worst.
I actually love.
That was the first vegetable they made me eat, Jen. When I had to eat a vegetable because I lost they made me eat beets, and Rachel had to feed them to me.
God.
It was bad.
I loved beets for years on until I realized every time 3 days later I thought I was dying, so I gave them up.
Oh, why am I bleeding?
Yep.
My colon is bleeding.
Like the day after St. Patrick's Day when you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Oh yeah, green beer. Sorry, I had green beer. I'm not dying. This isn't lupus. I drank green beer. I'm fine. It's never lupus. If you ever watch House, it's never lupus. They always think it's lupus, but it's never lupus.
And especially never go full lupus. You can't.
Wow. All right. We also had, oops, I switched screens. Dana tipped you and said, so that house was chock full of penises. The mind boggles. Great set. Megan sent you $10 to help protect your eyes and ears from being tainted.
Oh, nice. I see what she did there. I see
that guy's house was rigor mortis. Am I wrong?
More dicks.
More dicks.
We have, let's see, Steph Andrews sent you $20 and said, Jen, come to Australia. We've got some spiders you can kill.
Ooh, I am so ready to come to Australia. That's like my next country. I'm going to the Seychelles. They're in the Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Long John are going to connect up.
It's close to Africa, but yeah.
Oh well, it's open to me. I'm white. It has its privileges. So,
are you doing that gig for the Saudi prince?
I'm doing a gig for a gay travel group that's going to the Seychelles. I didn't think they're telling me like where we have to fly through to get there, and I'm like, are gay people allowed there? Are women allowed there?
No.
Because I'm a gay woman, and my friend is like, maybe you can just pass as a boy. I'm like, bitch, my passport says Jennifer. How many boys do you know named Jennifer?
Well, in Africa, a lot because they want them to become Jennifer, so they name them that, hoping that's where they end up. You know?
I got to change my name to Johan or some shit. I don't know.
I was up recently for a private gig, literally for a Saudi prince at a resort in the Seychelles. And this is how badly you want to chase those good paying gigs in this career. I totally said, please put me up for it. Let's see if I can get it. And there's a good chance he would find out I'm Jewish and kill me. And I still wanted to go. It was worth the risk.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's a part of the world I've never seen. So.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like there's a 50% chance I'm going to get sex trafficked, but I might also get $6,000.
I just really wanted to see Sarah selling Seychelles by the seashore up close. I really wanted.
Oh wow!
I once did a private gig for a Saudi prince, but it was not comedy. Anyway, what are we talking about?
All right, more tips. Brad Clark sent you $10 and said, get a normal bag of candy, drop in a couple of edibles, and then eat the whole bag.
Oh, that's a good answer. That's a good, and then like see if you can tell which ones were the ones that had the good stuff.
Oh, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
Well, not till later though. You really can't tell in between the
taste.
Yeah. Well, no, now these days they've got some very good
edibles taste
edibles.
like regular gummy bears now. There's no way to taste them.
They really figured it out. They figured it out. I know.
That's what I'm saying. It's not responsible drug use.
No.
I've always said the reason Jaeger tastes like shit is because if it didn't, I'd be fucking dead. The reason it tastes bad is so you don't kill yourself.
If
it tastes like pudding, I'd be fucked, man.
Drawback to it. Kale. Weed kale would be a fucking hit.
Right? That's supposed to be all about the big food company, right? Like you can make a fucking flat potato taste like garlic cheese bread, but you can't make broccoli taste like pizza. Fuck you. I know you can't. Quit being dicks.
Henry, stop it.
All right, more tips. We have Anna D said, Jen, sent you $10. Jen, a contribution to your ignorance is bliss fund.
Thank you. From a girl named Anna D. We know what.
Was it a cut D? Cindy Wood sent each comic $20. She said, very funny. James.
From AD to Cindy Wood. From AD to C Wood. Look at that.
What is going on today?
James St. Hilaire sent you $10 and said, nothing to say. I just like the set.
Thank you.
That's something to say, isn't it? We also had, let's see, Tam sent in a general and said, about that wallet joke.
How did she spell that, or did you just act out a sigh beautifully?
I've never done this. Fuck you, Tam. I've never done that before. That feels good. You're right.
Gus Walsh sent us a super sticker. A Shiba dog raises and lowers its index finger to get noticed. Amina said, did a Nigerian prince also ask for a small loan?
Ah, there it is.
Do you know the guy? Because I'm still waiting to hear back.
Once you get his money out of customs, you're gonna be a rich dude, man. This is awesome.
I cannot wait.
Put it into a book title. Don't talk about the riches. Put it into a book title.
Oh, don't worry. I got some coming.
Tim Brown said, when one of my nieces was very little, she had a birthday cake with very blue frosting. Those were some shocking poops.
Yellow and blue make green.
And then Razor tipped you and said, I love that Jen kicked Sarah Paulson out of a bar in a town of vampires and still has a more frightening story with just one uncut dick. Go Team Crewneck.
Team Crewneck.
Wait till I start telling the Sarah Catherine Paulson story. That's for one of the monthly shows. We need a big audience for that.
Yes. I think that's it. We're ready to do the game.
All right, we're gonna make a book wealthy. All right, let's do it.
So we're gonna make a book wealthy. I did not get any unpaid entries. My bad. So starting out with our front row. So Jen and Long John, starting with our front row. These are the ones we vote on. So just remember your favorite one. Wendy Swerdlow, you're up first.
Hi, I have two. I have Dracula's Ukrainian timeshare and Little Mansion on the Prairie.
Yeah, oh, that's
nice
a good
one.
Nice.
Berman.
So I have three. I have Angela's Caches instead of Ashes. I got Curious George Amani. And then No Country for Gold Men.
Nice.
Adler.
All right, and you're welcome for me being on to read these because, yeah, they're a little long.
Thank you so much.
Adler.
So the first one, instead of 1984, it's 1,984 an hour. Not enough. Fire another low-level employee so I can buy some nuts. Then the second one is All Quiet on the Western Lawn. Since they are now landscaping my eastern lawn, where's my mojito?
The Western Lawn of Denmark.
Which one?
Oh, sorry. Anna Hood.
Anna Hood.
Sorry, I just have two. Catch 24 Karat Gold.
Nice.
And Mother Gucci.
Like Mother Gucci.
Mother Gucci.
Megan.
All right. I've got three. The first one is the story of Ferdinand the Bull Market. Second is if you give a mouse a trust fund. And then the third is don't let the pigeon drive the Bugatti.
Erlich.
I have two. My first is White Collar Crime and No Punishment.
Oh my God.
And the second is The Politics of Unfair Trade, How Rich People Get Even Richer.
Yes.
And hopefully that leads to more riches for me.
Abby.
I have Lord of the 24 Karat Gold Rings.
Nice.
And Charlie and the Sweatshop Factories that he owns in Asia.
I like that one.
Greg.
Got War and Pieces of Eight. And Oliver Twist Ties is Money Rolls.
Steph.
I have 50,000 Shades of Grey. And I have $2,499, The Chris Bowers Story.
Nice.
From Bowers' fake book. That's all I have.
Nice.
Nice one. Anna D.
Well, I'm glad I figured out a few because a couple got taken. To Kill $1 Million.
Nice.
And The Catcher and the rest of my baseball team.
Good job, Canada.
Shitty doodle for you, Rachel, or Queen Rachel. Okay.
There it is. I mean, you found a way to make that look hot, Anna. Nicely done.
I'm telling you, nipples
Well,
on the
this
butt
one
would look
isn't as
good.
hot. It's Bowers and 10 gallons of ice cream at 1 a.m.
Lady better look out. She's going to be replaced.
Angles, you're finally up.
Okay. I am sorry. The first one, if it wasn't written by George Orwell, but instead it was written by some casino owners, it would be Well Farm.
You turned your camera off. Do you know that?
Oh no, I was reading off.
Oh, your phone.
We can
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so Well Farm, and this yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, Mein Kampf bis ich den groben treff. Translates to my struggle until I hit the big one.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, that's why he turned his camera off. He's going to speak weird German. That's what he was doing. Fuck yeah, that's what's happening.
I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I
He
was
said
gonna
Mein Kampf. I get it. All right. That's good. That's good. Did you call it wrong? Did I get the pronunciation
Shave
down?
your
That was
mustache
Google.
like just to right here.
All right, I have Encyclopedia Britannica. Because if you had them shits in the 80s, you were fucking rich. And 'twas the night before the stock market exchange opened.
Nice ones. All right. If I didn't get to you, audience members, just yell. These are the rest of the entries. We have Jack had Bridget Jones' dowry.
That's pretty clever.
Tam, rich man, poor man, rich man again. Bunst, the Rolls-Royce guide to the galaxy. Dizzy by nature, Charlie and the chocolate factory workers he exploits.
Makes them all sleep in the same bed. It's terrible.
Flonk sauce dragon had
Nice.
hiding all my money in an offshore account.
That's good.
Oingo Boingo had Alexander and the terrible, stupendous, very good lottery ticket. We also had Amina and Rich Dad, Sugar Dad. She also had Jeffrey Epstein and the Sex Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, no.
Amina's back, y'all. She's back. I think that's it. Those are all of them.
All right. I really liked Rich Dad. Sugar Dad was good. I like Bridget Jones' dowry was good. Berman's Angela's Cassius. Anna Hood's Mother Gucci almost got it for me. Charlie and the Sweatshop Factories in Asia from Abby was good, but I really got to give it to White Collar Crime and No Punishment from Ehrlich. That hit too hard. Cobra, what's your favorite?
Well, I had my own entry.
Well, we'll do those after we do the vote. Let's do it after the vote.
So I liked If You Give a Mouse a Trust Fund. That was
nice.
That was funny. Charlie and the Sweatshop Factory. I also like No Country for Gold Men and Little Mansion on the Prairie. But my vote is also for White Collar Crime, No Punishment.
All right, Long John.
Well, I don't know who did this one, but I like the Charlie and the Sweet whatever factory. That was funny.
All right, cool. Ben.
Great ones, great ones. The Catcher and the Rest of My Baseball Team from Anna D. Encyclopedia Britannica from JP. White Collar Crime and No Punishment from Ehrlich. But I got to give it to Charlie and the Sweatshop Factory from Abibier.
All right, 2-2, Rach.
Am I the
tiebreaker?
You are. Or you can
I-
face yourself.
In the Senate.
And then
I
Taylor goes
loved
tiebreaker.
Bridget Jones' dowry, hiding all my money in offshore account, but I'm going to give it to Abibier as well. Charlie and the Sweatshop.
All right. Nice.
Congratulations, Abby.
Claim your prize.
You're
Abby,
the
you know how to do it.
champion of
SCSshow.com. Jen, what was yours? What you got?
Mine was Tuesdays with Money.
That's really good. Long John, you got it?
I can't read. I just can't read.
Rach, you got it?
I've got 2. What about you guys?
I don't have any. I've never read a book other than Jay Leno's headlines. Better touch on that one. So I can read. I just choose not to. Ben, how many you got?
I got like 10 of them.
All right, Rach, do your 2, and then Ben, bring us
Okay,
up.
sounds good. The places you'll go once you make your first million.
Nice.
And then green eggs and scam. That's it.
Nice. Ben, bring us up.
Sure. I wrote these a little bit more in my old longer style. I've got not all of them. Jane Eyre to the Throne.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Catch 22. Poor people in a net. We're short on helpers.
That's funny.
Lord of the Flies Around on a Private Jet. Charlotte's Web, because our daughter wanted her very own internet, so we made her one.
That's only available on Charlotte's Web. I'm sorry.
The Adventures of Huckleberry Fintech. Harry Potter and the Order of the Lamborghini. Sophie's Choice cut of filet mignon. The Bible Market. One's really more clever than it's funny, but think about it. Buy the bull market. Anyway, I really didn't think you would laugh at it, but I also liked it, and I wanted to explain it. We've got Moby Dick to the people he grew up with because he's rich now. The Alchemisters in the backyard for when it's hot. And 100 years of solid gold. And finally, Da Vinci's Coke.
What?
You do it off the ceiling. No, I get it. It's fun.
That's funny.
You meant cocaine, not coke.
That's my favorite.
Right.
That is
That's
my
correct.
favorite.
It's kind of a rich man's drug, they say. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not ready. I get it. Cool, man. We did it. Awesome. Long John, where do we find you, buddy? Plug your stuff. How do we find you?
You can find me at home. Yeah, just come to my house. You find me there. Now you can find me on Facebook, Long John the Comedian, same on all the social medias. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. I hope all the GoFundMe goes well and you get here.
And we've got Long John on Origin Stories tomorrow night.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Tomorrow night. Long John will be on
Check it
Origin
out.
Stories with us. So there you go. Jen, what you got coming up?
I am about to take off on more international travel with thousands of homosexual men. So you can find out when I'm going to be in a hamlet near you at jenkober.com, JenKober.com.
Awesome. As for me, you can find me at Bowers Comedy on all that stuff. And I'm doing most of my socials now. I did my first Lens was like a Snapchat for Patreon last night. So if you want to join my Patreon, that's where all my social media is going. Patreon.com/Bowers Comedy. And again, Origin Stories tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific with Long John. And we have Greg Proops next week. Ben, what you got coming up?
By the way, Anna Hood just said she's gonna miss my game entries. That's very kind of you. Don't worry, on the monthly Mega Spectacular, I'll have like 300 of those puppies, so don't worry, they're gonna be fine. That's a joke. I'm not gonna.
Well, it's kind of a there'll be 43. The joke 300 is the joke, but there will be a bunch for sure.
That show going run long, that's for sure. I have this Saturday the second annual Gleib Off the Top Halloween Spectacular. I have a surprise or two that I think you'll really like happening during the show, but also I'm announcing right here, I saved it for SDSC, who my special guest will be this Saturday. Perhaps one of the best-known actors for a Halloween type of Scream movie and SDSC favorite. Jamie Kennedy will be my special guest.
Nice. I thought it was going to be Elvira, but Jamie Kennedy's just as good as Elvira.
So please check that out. And please, if you want some more content with me and to hang out with me some more, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Ben Gleib. We just had our Halloween party yesterday. It was a blast, almost 2 hours long. We have tons of private hangs, group hangs, chats, letters. You get to see all the shows after they happen. You get free tickets to my virtual shows, all kinds of stuff. So please check that out. And yeah, I just really look forward to hanging with you guys on the monthly show. It's going to be awesome, and I look forward to seeing Bowers and Rachel carry the torch of this thing and make it awesome, as they always do. So it's going to be great, and I really
Cool.
got to figure out how to end sentences.
Well, that would help. Maybe a period. Maybe learn what a period is. Rachel, any catch up on
catch
for
up. So we've got Brad Clark said, Bowers, I think my copy of your book got lost in shipping. Could you send another?
Just did. I just sent it.
Okay.
Oh, that just reminded me real quick. That's something I totally got to show you guys. So based on Bowers' imaginary book, I remember my dad has something at his house I had to get. So my father actually wrote a book when he was in college, you guys, in his 20s, literally called All I Know About Women by N.J. Gleiberman.
Stop it.
And
I swear to God, it's empty.
Check it
Is
out.
it nothing?
It's nothing. So now you know where I got it from, you guys. Now you know where I got my skills from.
That's hilarious.
My dad also literally said to me, like, you can't borrow it. I'm like, please, it'll be great for the show. He's like, do not lose it. He's very proud of his book about how him not being good with girls. And no joke, a girlfriend at the time, after they broke up, bought that for him. So there's that.
Hilarious.
Last general.
I actually, big announcement on my fake book. I just got word this week that Barack Obama is not writing the foreword, so we're good. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not going to congratulate you then.
Thank you. It was a big
And
not
also-
get. It was a big not get to have him not call me back. It was really, really cool.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Life magazine said it's the book that defines our times. They said that about Wuthering Heights, but you know,
Also
they
talking about Time magazine.
have said that.
Last general. Tam said, I was impressed with the entries, Ben. Well, most of them.
Yeah.
And there's some parts of the show that I will not miss.
All right, everybody. And I did want to video front row. Love you guys. We will see you tomorrow with Jodie Sweeten. She might not be able to join for all the show, but she'll be there for a little bit. And then also, just because there were some questions about the YouTube stream. So starting on next Wednesday, when we start the November schedule, we're going to be streaming on the SDSC YouTube's page. And we'll send that link out in the Facebook groups and Patreon and all those things. So be on the lookout.
And on the SDSC Facebook as well.
Yeah.
As always.
That won't change.
And all that good stuff. And the monthly will be on me and Steve's channels. That'll be all cool.
Oh, Night King game. Thank you, Berman. It is Wealthy a
Celebrity.
Oh, fun. I like that.
How?
Like Jeff Money Bagwell.
Yep.
Or celebrity, kind of.
Or like Elon Musk keep collecting gold coins to have
There you go.
All right, that does
Elon
work.
Musk smells nice on my neck because it costs $1,000 an ounce. That kind of
Yes. Sylvester Stallone all the treasure so he could have it for himself.
All right,
Tomorrow we
everybody.
have
I'll
Lisa
see you
Traeger, brand
tomorrow.
new Lisa Traeger, and we have Adam Amalal. So check that out tomorrow. We got Danny Alabama.
And keep sending me ideas for who you would like to see as guest hosts on Fuck It Fan Fridays. We've got a good list going. So good night.
All right, see you, Rach. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna go hang out with that vibrator we accidentally got.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are so awesome. This has been the most incredible year and a half. We have turned lemons into quite a lot of lemonade. I love lemonade. I've had this really emotional, weird feeling in my chest all day. It's because of what you guys mean to me. So I really look forward to hanging out with you guys as much as I can and seeing you guys soon. And I look forward to Rachel and Bowers taking this show to the next level when Steve and I are gone. And much love to all of you guys. Y'all are the goats. You know what I mean? You're some of the greatest.
What's your lemonade? Probably booze.
That for sure. And also strawberries. I love strawberry lemonade. My favorite shit.